Hello guys, it's Jairius the Aquarius with my Relatable Revival. And today I want to continue my Saturn series and I want to talk about Saturn in Libra. So traditionally Saturn is exalted in Libra. First let's start with kind of what Saturn is, like a little description, kind of a little overview of what Saturn's about. It's about restrictions, limitations. It's where we meet rejection in our life. It's the obligations and responsibilities we have. It's about self-discipline. It's about the tangible rewards that hard work and productivity take. It's about the challenges. It brings struggles wherever it touches in your chart. It's more of on the traditional side, so it's about traditions. He's all about financial stability. It can represent our father, the commitments we make within our life, so like marriage even, authority figures. It's represented by old age, time management, being wise, maturity, fears. So there's so many things that Saturn is about. And today we're going to talk about Saturn with Libra. When Saturn is a sign of Libra, it is, again, traditionally known to be exalted, which is like a good thing. So these people are going to be, like, when it comes to careers, because Saturn rules careers, think about the 10th house. It's ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn, Capricorn, the 10th house, they're all going to have a lot of the same attributes and traits going on with that, like within the three of them. So when Saturn and Libra come together, these people are going to be the types where they're going to refuse to take no as an answer. There's going to be great lessons within their life around being diplomatic and argumentative. So like for good or for better or for worse, right? Like they refuse to take no as an answer. So like these people can, make for great, like, lawyers. They would be awesome at, a defense team. Like being on a defense team. They would be great salesmen. They could sell you probably, your own t-shirt off your back to you. They would be good at, they could probably get a law degree, do something with, like, the justice departments, even be managers. These people are going to be business minded. So if it's not channeled, if their mind and their goal and their Saturn energy isn't channeled into something of a higher vibration, this can show up as being criminal minded, because again, I see a business mind and a criminal mind being the same thing. Just one is like, probably a higher octave and one is on a lower octave, but that's just my opinion. These people, again, are going to be good at, like, diplomatic work, law, again, and Libra has to deal with the arts, so these people could have careers within the arts where they could be, like, really good painters, really good drawers, animators, things like that. So, there's going to be struggles around companionship and partnerships and relationships. And that's going to be a big theme for Saturn and Libra. And this will also apply, this also may resonate if you have Saturn in the 7th house, or Saturn and Venus aspects, or if you maybe even have, like, Capricorn or Aquarius over the 7th house, you may resonate with this video. So there's going to be, again, lessons around commitment and marriage, because that's what Libra is about. And when it comes to, struggles around companionship and partnerships, it could be, not only just with your love life, which is unfortunate too, but, within, like, business partnerships, working as a team, at your job, things like that, like with your family members. There's going to be great lessons, with the struggle. Always remember that, So, these people are going to be easily bendable, though. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be very compromisable. not like very compromisable, but they're going to be compromisable. So these people, you know what I'm saying, you can talk them down from a limb. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hear out your side, the other person's side, but then they're going to come to, like, you know, a closed agreement within themselves, in front of themselves. And they can be easily bendable, again, for better or for worse. So, like, they can kind of be, like, perceived as as flaky or maybe gossipy, or kind of like, maybe, like, they're being hypocritical or two-faced or playing two sides. But the thing with the Saturn and Libra, they're kind of like, it's kind of part of their lesson here in this earth to kind of keep the balance between the situation of whatever situation they're in, predicament they're in. Like, let's say they had a friend group and they had two friends that were arguing. They're going to take both sides of their friends, and they're probably not going to take either side. They're going to come to their conclusion about it, tell them how they particularly feel about how they're acting and how they should go about it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be lessons with being, again, like, with all cardinal energy, they're the initiators, they're the movers and the shakers. The Saturn in Libra, since it's exalted here, this is where Saturn can feel comfortable. So this energy, they can feel very comfortable with, like, asserting themselves and starting a lot of new things and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but they might have, like, a lot of projects, like, you know, maybe not go all the way through, or it didn't play out how they wanted it to, or how they expected it, or they thought it would. So this is a placement that a lot of socialites and politicians have. This particular placement can make you like older people, or just be very interested in what they gotta say. You can even just gravitate towards, like, hanging out with older people. Different examples of this, like, one example could be, you could be like 14, you have a brother that's 17, and you hang out with him and all his friends just because they resonate with you a little bit more. Or it could be, you know what I'm saying, you're a little CNA or you're a little DSP or whatever, and you go and you take care of senior citizens, and you absolutely love it because there's something fulfilling in it, and, you know, them talking and learning about their stories and learning who they are and helping these people, and it's fulfilling for you. And these people they have a great respect for people who have came before them. So again, karmic lessons with relationships. So basically, Saturn can make the Saturn and Libra person wait, you know, for the one. They might go through, you know, a few trial and errors, a few experiments, until they're really like, aha, this is the one, right? So they can marry later on in their life. So a good question for them is to, if you have the Saturn and Libra placement, is, what does your interaction with others teach you about yourself? These people are going to be strong, diligent workers and have a good work ethic. They're going to have a great tact when it comes to dealing with other people. You know, they can come off as, like, you know, flirtatious. They can even get themselves probably into binds with that in relationships where they'll be perceived as flirtatious or, you know, real inviting, and maybe their partner is, like, jealous, or, you know, thinks that, this is just an example, by the way, they think that maybe this person's just putting out, but that's not always the case, right? Because Libra, that's that flirty air, you know, inviting, charming, charismatic. They want you to like them type of energy, you know, no matter on what accord it's about. Like, you don't have to be on a relationship. They want you to like them just as much as their boyfriend likes you. They want your friend to like them just as much as you like them. And, you know what I'm saying, they will never even have a relationship or any accord with your friend. That's just how Libra is. You know, they want to be likable. I went there and everywhere just to explain that a Libra, they love to be liked. It's kind of like a subconscious thing for them. And a lot of times they won't even be aware of it, that they're searching for validation. But so does Leo energy and other energy too. So they can feel like they are too burdensome. Like relationships can become too burdensome, especially at the beginning of their lives. Maybe like growing up, they've seen a lot of different kind of relationship dynamics, and they saw what, what a relationship's about, what they think it's about, and what it's not about, what works and what doesn't work. And maybe, maybe they had divorced parents. I don't know. This is also a divorce indicator within astrology, but maybe they had divorced parents, and they saw their parents arguing a lot, so like, they're like, a relationship is a lot of work, from the beginning, so they may not worry about that until later on, which is a good thing, so they're going to be team oriented. They're going to be great business partners, even though there can be conflict within this, after their Saturn return, after they mature, because again, this is what Saturn's about, when they're about like 28, 27, 29, 30-ish, when they have their Saturn return, these people are going to probably be the best team members, probably the ones leading the team, calling the shots of the team. They're going to be great business partners, I'm saying. These are going to be great, like, office assistants, being somebody's, like, So there could be a fear of rejection when it comes to matters of love. These people could have been just rejected when it comes to matters of love, because love, dealing with Venus and Venus ruling Libra, love, they could have got rejected growing up, from just, affection, that tender love and care. So, growing up, when they, meet somebody, they're scared of rejection. They're scared of what you might say about them. They're scared of, if you'll compare them, because they're used to comparing others, or they're used to being compared to, maybe their siblings or something like that. Basically just growing up in a way, love was kind of restricted. There was some kind of like box around that in affection. So it can be kind of like something that the Saturn and Libra, like, they don't even want to deal with until they're ready for it. So, it can work out good for them. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely like a good thing to like wait, for a relationship, for a good relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to just go out searching. Everyone's going to do what they want. But what I've learned is when you go out and search for it, that's when you end up with the motherfuckers you don't need to be with. You know what I mean? But when you're not searching, you're just doing you. And then when shit just happens, that's the best relationships, right? So there could be restrictions with like friend groups, because Libra rules like friends, and like you could come off or be perceived as superficial, or you could even feel like just maybe your friend group's superficial. You could be very generous. They're going to be very generous, specifically if they have it like that. So Libra, they're logical. Libra, they're going to make sure that they have it, you know what I'm saying, before they're giving it out. They're not going to be the types that are going to give you their... I'm not saying any Libra won't give them their shirt off your back if you needed it, right? But I'm just saying, if they don't have it, then they're probably going to keep it. But if they have it like that, if they come from wealth, these people are going to be extremely generous. They're going to love to give because they're going to want you to like them. They're going to, want to appeal, like, look what I can get you, look what I can do for you. And there could be even lessons with that when it comes to relationships and, commitments and within love, kind of trying to milk somebody or pacify them, or in a way, not pacify them, but like spoil them. And it might come off as love bombing. So types to weigh out all pros and cons before acting. These people are action and goal oriented people, because Saturn is exalted here, likes that, and Saturn is about our goals. So it's about finding a big theme in their life can be finding the balance between love and discipline. Again, a big theme in their life is going to be around relationships and partnerships and just learning a lot. Again, you can have the type that, they've had all kinds of relationships, they've been with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and, you know, they're all kinds of different people. They got different stories. They've been through it all when it comes to relationships. Then you got, like, the other, Saturn and Libra, where it might play out, where, again, they might just wait and be, like, even virgins until they're, like, 24 or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. This could play out like that. So, knowing the difference between what's real and what's fake love is going to be a big karmic lesson for these people. A big kind of like flag waving in their face. A big theme for them. These people can be very honorable and favorable and popular individuals. They can be fairly noble people. They're going to be very perceptive. They can even be lonely and insecure at times, because again with the love situation, you know, they might not come from a place where love was restricted. So, like, you know, again, there could be these types where they go out and that's all they do is they search for love, and then they get burned out. You know, they have a lot of hard tug of wars. And then you got people where love is like something that they try to avoid. They don't even want to touch on it. It's something that they fear in a sense. These people can have a lot of anxiety and be anxiety prone. Again, they're going to be drawn to older people, not only just for love, so not only just a dynamic with, you know, a younger person and an older person, but for the wisdom that they have to share. So they have, again, mad respect for people that are in a higher hierarchy than them, that are older than them, that have more wisdom to share, more to give to them, right? So Saturn takes off your rose-colored glasses with this placement when dealing with others. Only fuck with individuals that are for your highest good. That's what he's here to remind you of. So these people can be old-fashioned in relationships. They can have inferiority complexes in relationships. They can deal with that. That can be like a theme within your relationships too. Saturn teaches them to approach partnerships in a balanced manner. These people can have a diplomatic approach to life's challenges, which can be good. You know, always weighing the pros and cons, not always trying to be so negative, or, you know, not always weighing so much on the cons. And is a good mindset to have. So, peace of mind for these people can seem hard to find. There could be, again, lessons with finances, maybe living beyond your means here, because Libra's ruled by Venus. Venus has to deal with, like, material, and so does Saturn. So maybe there's some hard lessons with, like, you know, maybe just, again, living beyond your means. With what that means is, like, you know, spending too much, you know, living luxury when maybe you're more of middle class. I ain't judging nobody. But this is Jarius Aquarius with my Relatable Revival, and I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Give this a like if you like it. A comment if any of this resonated with you. Again, this was Saturn and Libra. This will also resonate with you if you have Saturn and Venus aspects, Saturn in the 7th house, maybe even Aquarius or Capricorn on your 7th house cusp. So, share and subscribe if you want to. Thank you so much.